Good morning, my Twitch viewers. I judge time in about 6 minutes. I'm just actually waking up too, so I mean it's late enough. It's like 9 a.m. where I'm at, so I probably should have been up already, but no breakfast or anything yet for me. But I do need to get my boat set up and ready for these dredges, so I guess awesome. Well, it looks like my wife hooked me up because she's got my subs repairing for me. I know I had these guys here repairing, overnight, my hell strikes, and of course I got to put my Highlander in. Bam. Oh, let me see here. I got to cancel that. That's got to go out. Let's remove that. Put that back over here. I just want everything where I normally have it, so I'll go ahead and start that repairing. Yes, I'm sure. And launch.
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
Alright, wasn't that cool? Alright, find relay. Bring the Nighthawks over. I'm going to sort of kind of bring the Hell Strikes over. I don't want to get too close, but I still got like 4 minutes. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. And maybe a banana. Alright. Uno banana. 2 minutes. Be right back. Sam, come here. Alright, beg. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, Tiger. Ready for dredges. Hey, good morning, Monsters86. Oh, and we got 10 seconds for dredges. Alright. Alright, let's see. Move here. See how many I can get. I'd like to be able to get at least 3. Let's do this. Pardon me, monsters. I'm just waking up, bud. But you know it's dredge time, so I gotta do it. Wish I'd have gotten up for the 7 o'clock one, but it just would have required me waking up. Oh, afternoon. Where are you at? Are you Australia or UK? Hey, good morning, Scottini. Alright, I think this is definitely far enough away. Let me zoom out real quick. Basically, with my next pass, I'm going to try to drive all the way over and kill this guy. This is a 61, by the way. I think the 61s might be my favorite ones to kill out of the 60s. Boom. I need to go up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to avoid getting shot here. I'm going to go ahead and just take one and kind of move it over a smidge. I really just got fortunate. Yep, there it goes. Ow. Darn it. I just got fortunate that 61 just happened to be what spawned there. That's okay. There's no moobot over here. It'll boot you. I know the BB chat has got a moobot that'll boot you. Or not boot you, but time you out. Go ahead and get my Hellstrike up here real quick. Probably took my time getting that. Yeah, it took a little bit more. I didn't want to get shot, but I did get a little greedy on that. Tried to take out a little bit too much. If I would have just waited and came back down for a second, that'd have been good. But let's see, retreat. Talk. I started doing something just a little bit different because on this part right here, simply because my Hellstrikes were missing one of the turrets on the bottom with me just going straight out. 3 and 4 need to go down, and then 2. Okay, and then 5. Alright, so that way I know it'll kill everything. And that way I can jump back out and go looking for a Another dredge. Relay move here. While I'm waiting for that one to get there, I can go back in here and peek this one. Alright. I'm just going to keep my hell strike there for a minute because it's in a safe area. This area here is not really safe. This is a whole nother sector here, so. Alright, let me come all the way up here. Yeah, I like my hell strikes. I have refit them one time. They probably could be refitted again, but you know, you tend to want to stick with whatever the latest tech is. And right now, the best rush fleet going is the Jug X, right? So. Alright, the jab, keep that up here, and then that means right about here I should be safe because it's about the top of that line. I get right here and then I'll start turning around. You just peek outside, make sure I don't have anybody hanging out. Okay, he's sitting at 52. Yeah, laggy internet sucks. I really like drinking milk in the morning. I need to take my vitamins, so kind of slept a little long today. Alright, let me put that javelin about right there. And I think I should be good right about here, because it's about halfway, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yep. I'll go ahead and start turning around. This is my new favorite boat, though. I really love my Nighthawks. I got one more week, and my 5th one will be done, and I'll have a full fleet of these things. You know, when since I've gotten these, I've only had you know, one person try to ninja my fleet, and they killed like two of my dredge killing fleets, you know, that I was using. But then when I killed theirs, you know, I kind of got props. You know, it's like they won't mess with you if you got your own fleet, because you can do to them what they do to you. All right, let me get my hell strikes up here. Yeah, the build time on them is ridiculous long, right? Because I know my Phantom was 14 days and some change, and each Nighthawk was 12 days apiece. Looks like I got some fan mail here. I'll rally. Alright, retreat. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Alright, 2. Target that one, move him up. Number 5, I'll target that one, but I'll still move him up. Alright, Nighthawks. Locator. Oh, they're gone already. Crap. Alright. Let me just go ahead and... I got 2. I was really hoping for 3. I can't believe they went that fast. Alright, let me go ahead and start peeking real quick. See if it's like this everywhere. I think if anything was at 291 west, it would tell me. But in my locator. Alright, there's somebody sitting there, and I could go over there and take that thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Oh, there he goes anyway. Wow, look at all these guys. There's a whole bunch of them sitting here by this 61 too. Bind relay. 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 Now at some point I probably ought to just stop and start working on 53s, but alright. I don't really trust my hell strike here in this foreign sector, so I'm going to go and I'm just going to set it to go home. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and jump to 280 and just start looking around. Ah, I had my hell strike still selected. Darn it. Oh, well, holy moly, there was another 60 over there. How did I miss that? Fine relay. Well, this sector right here is like controlled by... I never heard of Strike Team Alpha, to be honest with you. Never heard of them. Boom. am kind of leaning towards the idea that if I'm in a sector and there's something up here besides a drac, that it's probably not a dead sector, and it might be one that I'll just skip for searching for dredges. Yeah, I probably ought to be starting to give up here and start just going to hit in the 50s. I put out a drawing, cartography map. It's really one of the first Battle Vortex things that I did. I did it last year, where I drew a map, a cartography map for Battle Pirates, and it's really important, like doing these quick scans, to know how the sector is built up. And golly, I was going to say I see 260s over there. All right, dredge fleets. I'll just go ahead and start hitting 50s. Heck with it. You know, the payout on these suck in comparison versus the damage, but it's still better than a drac base. Hey, Immortal. That's going. I only got 260s, so that kind of sucks. But there's a lot of people out getting them, so. It's only got 2, but you know, it's what you got to do sometimes. Alright. This one right here, I'll probably just knock out these 2 boats and then I'll retreat when I can. And then I'll come back in on the left side. I could probably just come in from 12 o'clock. Take out that one boat there. 12 o'clock might put me a little closer. You know, either PRICEi is completely out of touch or everything is operating the way they want it to. So really, I'm not sure which it is. That I don't know if PRICEi is completely out of touch or if this is how they want them to be. But you know, I know they want us to want uranium very badly, and I'm guessing that they don't feel like all of the stuff that requires uranium is reason enough, so they got to make it really hard to get as well. I really hate the pop-ups. Don't like the pop-ups. Yeah, I know Tuesday, Immortal, I was able to get like 2. I'm sorry, 3. I was getting like 3 almost every time on Tuesday, but maybe it's just the weekend thing. You know, everybody's on, so. You know, the funny thing is I know people that the only reason they keep getting more uranium, and they'll like hit them with gunboats and stuff like that, is just to row more crews because they want legendaries. You know, they're not worried about everybody else being upgraded their components and stuff. They just want their legendaries and their road crews, and they will just waste enormous amounts of uranium for that. But you know, they coin the heck out of these. I don't coin these at all. I won't do it. after having mine stolen one time. One time was all it really took. After that, I won't coin anymore on these. But yeah, those guys they'll take their fleets that will auto these dredges, and that's how they get their uranium, and they'll get like 6 or 7 of these per spawn. But that's how they want to do it. Let's see. I haven't really worked out a system yet for these, but I do know that I don't like driving a napalm fire. Yeah, 25,000 uranium is not enough for me. I like to keep my retrofit lab going every day if I can. I don't like to have any of my stuff stop if I can help it. You know, I still have that one road crew we got from the campaign that one time. Oh, now there's only 150 left. All right, let's see that one there. Assassin Killer, how you doing? Yeah, Assassin Killer. I know a lot of people do that. They'll just one hit them. And I don't know. You don't really lose 1,000, but you know that's the way that requires coining, and I won't coin these. You know, I just won't do it. You know, I don't agree with the practice. You know, of making the uranium so hard to get, and I mean this is like more. You know, in War Commander, they've got thorium. That's supposed to be their rare resource, but you can get it pretty much anytime you want it. You can loot it from other people's bases. And Vega conflict, they have antimatters. They're a rare resource, and it's lootable, and you can get it anytime. It's always available. Oh, I was going to say, I thought I screwed up there. But all of my uranium that I get for free. I don't, I just have to get out here. Oops. Relay move here. 2 a.m. Holy moly. It's 9:30 a.m. here, but this is Saturday where I'm at. I don't really have a system for these 52s. I'm just kind of getting used to it. They have these funky napalm brimstone looking thingies, missiles, that put the streams of fire in the water in here, and I really quite haven't got them. I know I don't like them, but I haven't really figured out what I want to do with them yet. No, this is my last one, guys. Until 11 o'clock, so I got an hour and 30 minutes. And I'll do another one, or do some more. Yeah, you spend a lot more than I do, Assassin Killer. My budget's $100 a month. That's about 1,250 gold. That's for the whole month. And I do like using my gold for speed ups. I like getting my fleets ready for whatever I need them for, whether it be hitting bases or whatever. No, I haven't done any repairs yet. But I'm getting ready to now. I guess I'm kind of cheap there, Assassin Killer. But my wife plays too, so anything that I get, she gets. So when I get $1,250 of gold, I'm sorry, 1,250 gold, she gets 1,250 gold. So, I basically, there's not a lot of value there for me, but it is what it is. You got to make the wife happy. All right. So I'm just gonna. Actually, I could probably just park the Nighthawks back here at the tower. But let's see. I didn't even think about it. I know I had something that was supposed to finish overnight. And looky here, I'm not doing anything. But I got 83,000 uranium currently. And, I kind of want to work on my javelins some more. R1 for the javelin was 25,000. Yeah, exactly. Good wife, good life. Yep. And so she gets her allowance, I get mine. But the R2 is 45,000. What do you guys think? What do you think I should work on? Just so you see, my countermeasures are still only at R4. I was doing my UAVs as well, but well, not my UAVs here in the weapons, but the prototype UAVs. I quite honestly, I'm just not sure. I know the BP professor did some math on these, and I had to go back and look at what he did. But I know in my armors, I've actually got R10 stealth and evade already. I don't have any jugs built, even though I own the blueprint. So that's the only reason I really haven't done the R5 jug. And it's super cheap anyway. It's something I'll do when I don't have enough uranium for something else. Hey, take care, Scottini. Save it for the Enforcer. Well, you know, the Enforcer might not actually go in until like later. And you know it's going to be ridiculous. You know that's going to be ridiculous. Oh, my UAV's right there. That's 43,000. I think I'll stick to my jabs. Bam. There it goes. Alright, so that's home. And let me cancel this. I'll start that up. That way I get some more repair on that. That way I can get ready to go in an hour and a half. No, I never built any Atlas carriers. I got Harlocks, so I got a fleet of Harlocks that you know, and they already have all the R5s. This is one of the areas where I've actually saved uranium. I don't actually own any Atlas carriers, but I do have 5 Harlocks. I've got the 4 here, and then I got the 1 in my base. I got 86 gold left for the raid. That's terrible. I will go out and buy some more if I need to, if I run out. But I do have like Facebook credits. Not many, probably like 35 or something like that on my Facebook, and I'll probably try to let these run out and then use those before I add more gold. So, and we're about 20 seconds difference in our time here, just so you guys know. So when you ask me, I see it right away. When you ask me a question, I see it right away, but you don't actually hear the reply for about 20 seconds. Yeah, did all my hulls. I mean, I got the Cudas done, Gollies, Spectres, Super Fortress. I mean, I got a lot of them done. There's a Stingray, Thresher, Triton. The jug, even though I don't have it, I got it up to R4. But like I said, it's one of those things that's so cheap. If I don't have enough uranium for anything else, usually I can do one of those. MCX, which are useless anymore. The interdictor, that was the one mistake that I made when I was doing R5 interdictor when the Visago interdictor came out. And I was pretty upset because the Visago has everything the R5 interdictor does. And I could have just got the R5 interdictors and the Visago interdictor and not spent any uranium on interdictors. So that was one of the things. So I'm kind of really gun shy on doing that anymore. But of course, Dreadnought X, Guardian, Nuke Cruiser, Hellstrike. This is another one. The Hurricane is something I don't really do a lot of. And this one right here, I think, is the uranium on this is ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry, this is no uranium. Well, crap. Maybe I'll do that sometime too. I've only got a couple of those built though. Let's see here. See, I got the one in my guard. That's a Hurricane right there. Yeah, I thought I was going the wrong way. You know, Arbiters, I don't. Maybe I do just have one Vanguard. That's the only Vanguard I have is the one. I know my OP6 will be done in 2 days and 3 hours. And I plan on taking the extra land. And I kind of want to be able to surround my turrets somehow. You know, just like put an extra block of land on each side or something like that, or even a couple over here on the front. That will, I can put something on with a field, you know, so I can put like maybe a couple of more warehouses right here. And I might do the same thing like back here on the back side of these turrets, move some labs over or something like that, because I can put fields on the lab, I think. Yeah, so I can move a lab or something like that and put it over here and move it behind my turrets and maybe put the defense platform on there. But I do have one mortar, and with the 2 new turrets that I'm going to get, I might actually build another meteor mortar, simply because I did get the fuel air munitions. I got that, and I'm really curious. So I'd like to be able to put that on and have my 2 meteor mortars, my pumpkin chuckers, they call them. And maybe I can move those over here or something like that too. I don't know. I'll see. I'll try to see and keep an eye out on what everybody else is doing. Yeah, one thing I'll say about doing the components, the weapons, specials, and armors is that you get a lot more longevity out of them. Doing the hulls, you get a lot more bang for your buck in a hurry. But, you know, the hulls don't really last. Kickside doesn't let them last very long, so you don't really get a lot of value from the expense, you know, that goes into them. I think you probably get a little bit more value, believe it or not, even though the components, they don't really seem mathematically like they add much bang to anything. But I know when my assault torp bees on my specters shoot super fast. I mean, it is really amazing, and they're not even ranked that high. Well, I guess this right here is my highest ranked one, and it is 62%. It's 62%, but I got R10 assault torp bees on there, and they shoot. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, I can have 3 volleys en route to a target at any time. I didn't really start late, but I have a tendency to get hit a lot with my OP6, and so, you know, if I didn't get hit all the time, it probably would have been done already. But to be honest with you, I haven't been hit in a week. People just don't know where I'm at right now or something, because people are generally all over me. And as soon as my bubble pops, I mean, it's been nothing for me to go into a drag base with one bubble getting ready to expire and then come back out of the drag base with a fresh one. I mean, it's usually they're just that close. People watch my base, and sometimes, you know, they're just passing by, and they always seem to look at my base when they're passing by or whatever, and folks looking for an opportunity, you know. They don't realize it's like my guard. I've only got the 3 boats in here, and its weight, you see right here, I'm only at 71%. So it's like, it's not really a full guard, but if I don't put anything in there, people give me a hard time. They actually say something to me about not having a guard in my base. And so I got that in there. The repair on this is probably about 6 hours. And, you know, so, I mean, it's good. You know, I don't really get subbed out, but, you know, it doesn't really stop a lot of people. You know, a lot of people with the overpowered fleets can usually get through. But I think I got my placement on here pretty good to make it difficult for people to try to get these right here. So even the Jug X's, I can do quite a bit of damage. I've seen a lot of base hits where the Jug X's don't even take half damage. They can knock out 2 bases, no problem. But my base isn't one of those. Just with my 1 Harlock here, I can usually take them down to half. before they kill us. Yeah, you know that's not going to happen, Assassin Killer. If you abandon your base for the 18 days, coming back, and it's not going to happen, because when you get hit, uh, your progress stops. So. Oh, really? I don't think the OP does that, bud. I could be mistaken. You know, maybe they may put something special in there for that, just for the OP, because that I'm not aware of, which is highly possible. They don't really tell us everything. They like to hold on to a lot of stuff too. Let me see how many people I got in here. Okay, it's just for you. Ziona. Hi, Ziona. Yeah, I want a treat.
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
I like doing that. I need to get something different. I have an outro, the Battle Vortex outro too, but I'm thinking about trying to do something a little bit more specific. You tested it overnight. It had 12 hours less time to upgrade. Seemed like it worked. All right. Well, cool, man. Maybe I'll do the same thing. Let me see. So right now it says I've got 2 days and 2 hours. Let me just hit the speed up so I can see. Might as well say 2 days and 3 hours. So I got my notebook right here. Well, actually, let me just use a small sticky. 2 days and 3 hours. So right now it is the 11th, and it is 9:46 a.m. And in 2 days and 3 hours, it will be 12:46 p.m. on the 13th. And that should be OP done. I'm just going to write that down right there. That way, if I get hit, I'll let you know. I'll get back to you on that. Oh. Well, my ship too is 6 days and 9 hours, so I just do another one for that. Well, I love my new desk. All right, so my ship I've got 6 days and 9 hours, and again, that would make it. Ship will be done about 6:46 p.m. 6:45 p.m. and 6 days from now will be on the 17th. Alright, so I'm going to test my shipyard too. I mean, I know a lot of people complained about that, so maybe... Yes, that's my 5th sub, yep. Was anybody interested in seeing like my Hell Strike or subs? Immortal, you probably seen them all. Let me take my vitamins real quick. Yeah. Well, Assassin Killer sounds like he's a filthy coiner, so he probably has like the best of everything. I wish I was a filthy coiner. I mean, I am a little bit, but I'm not filthy about it. Yeah. Well, this is my Nighthawks. All my Nighthawks look like this. And basically, I'm doing the Siege Torp was the route that I went. I did a slideshow presentation on that back in the day, where I compared like the Siege Torp Z to the Assault Torp B. And you do get, I know the Assault Torp is better than the Siege Torp when you factor in the weight. You know, if you take the damage that it does per 100 tons, the Assault Torp is better. But if weight isn't an issue for you, this is definitely, you know, the way to go. And this is, you know, it's not quite as much damage per 100 tons as the Assault Torp B, but it you know, it is quite a bit heavier and all that stuff. The weight's not really, 5149 is the weight on this, so I really wasn't too worried about the weight. And I could get a lot more damage with 7 of these versus 7 Assault Torps. And yeah, and these are pretty awesome. The only thing that I plan on making different down the road is I want to take the speed system off once I got some rank and put some engines on there, just so I can get more combat speed. But I figure once I get ranked up and once I get them ranked up and they're all, you know, similar rank and all that stuff, you know, with the rank, you not only do you get fire speed, but you also get turn speed. So that's what I plan on doing with that. So you're planning on building a Greta Nuke Cruiser? You know, I would love to have the Greta Nuke Cruiser, but I had put a whole lot of effort into my Nuke Cruiser fleet right here, and these are actually on their second generation right now. I had originally built these for Reavers, and I'd originally built these for Reavers, and I had explosive and ballistic were my defenses on here. So I had explosive armor and ballistic armor, and then for the alloy I actually had CX3. But that was going up against fighting like all of the capital ships and, you know, all the little scouts and all that stuff. But since we're not really fighting those anymore, I went ahead and I'm trying to convert to evade. So I switched out everything that was X for evade, and I changed my alloy to MC3 on all of mine. And my next plan is to get rid of the ballistic armor and put the D5E on, but that's when I get my dock upgraded. But, you know, knowing that the dock is double the repair time, I'm not really in a big hurry for that. You know, 4 hours. I'm sorry, 4 hours is just nuts. I mean, 2 hours is okay. I don't mind spending 4 coin, but you know, for me, 4 coin with the gold that I have, that's 21 dock repairs. I'm not really going to need it, but if I have to spend 8 coin, then that's 10 dock repairs that I currently have the gold for. And you know, I just not sure if I'm going to do it now. If I get a guard plan that requires the extra weight that's gained from dock 11, then I might do it. I'll go ahead and start working on my base defense again, and then I might do it. But right now, I just don't feel like I need it for hitting bases or anything like that. So it's really not something I plan on doing immediately. I'm mainly going OP6 for the land and turrets. Awesome. Yeah, I think Greta's, I think you'll be really happy. I saw there's a video where the guy thinks the cryo launcher, so you might want to be careful and play around. But he thinks the cryo launcher seems to induce crazy overload on some base turrets. I don't know if you've seen that video. I think somebody posted it on the Battle Vortex page. But I mean, it was really nuts. There was a brimstone that was up in the front of the base, for crying out loud. I don't know why it was up in the front of the base. But anyway, when it got hit with the cryo, it just went nuts. And it just started shooting, man. It's like the brimstones were like firing so fast, they were just like one right right behind the other. And his fleet was dead, like lickety split. I mean, it was so fast. It killed the attacker when that happened. It was nuts. I'm a level 81, and I've been playing for a long time. I've been playing. Uh, my ID is 62,000, so I've been playing for 3.5 years. Yeah, that video, Ziona's seen it. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, and but I don't know if that's really what induced it, but I saw the thread for it on the forums, Kickside forums, and somebody kind of suggested that it was the cryo that caused that. But who knows? I don't. I let Kickside figure it out. That's what tickets are for. At least they had the video to prove it. And that's another reason why I'm doing a lot of these Twitch streams. So sometimes when you get on here, I might be on my raid call, but um, yeah. Well, 2.5 years. I mean, really any time, kind of time is respectable. Some people might think I'm nuts for playing as long as I have. I've seen a lot of people leave. I've seen a lot of people quit this game. Yeah. Well, as long as I've been playing, I'm like behind. I don't have any berserkers built, and I don't have any plans to build any berserkers. And I have a Grimshine, and I actually have the Grimshine. I do have a Grimshine built. It's in my. I had it in my guard once upon a time, but for flagship wise, you can only have. It wasn't good for my repairs because all of the Reaver tech is like 150% repair modifier or something like that, and but it really didn't benefit me a whole heck of a lot, to be honest with you, with my current layout. I got assault mortars on it, assault mortar X. I never switched to chaos, but I never bought into that, and so I don't know. I would like to have it now. It's just the chaos mortars on my berserker. If money wasn't a factor, you know, my base would be a lot different. I'd have a tough base. Yeah, that's my issue too. That's my issue too. My wife actually hasn't coined and bought any new coin in like 3 months, 4 months. She still is using coin that she had bought that far back ago, and but of course that doesn't mean I get to have her battle pirate money. It just means it goes to something else. But she's wanting to use her allowance for other things now, and she quit coining when the campaign system came out, and because she just didn't like the idea of limited hulls coming in and being better than what she was working on. I think she was I can't remember what it was that she was working on. She was working on something, and then the campaign system came out, and they had a limited version of the hull that she for the fleet that she was currently building, and that just kind of set her off. She's like, that's it, I'm done, and she hasn't really put any fresh coin on her account since. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to compare lists, but yeah, let's just say there's a lot of things that I could do. You know, the base guard right now is not a priority for me, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind having a fleet of Kodiaks. I haven't built any Kodiaks. Um, this next hull that came out is coming out. The Mastodon is going to be. I think it's going to be pretty neat. I think it's like a whole nother level of complexity that is coming into the game. The people aren't going to know how to defend against. Yeah, I don't have any Spader DNXs built. Um, you know, it might actually be the Spader DNX might have been what came out in the campaign system. She might have been working on a DNX fleet, so maybe that's what you're talking about. Wow, you've been playing a long time, Assassin Killer. You said you started the third day of the alpha. That you might have started before me then. And you're 65. How are you a 65 and you coin like more than me? I'm curious. Did you just like start coining recently or something? I know I didn't start really coining even $100 a month until this year, the beginning of this year, back in January. Haha. It might have been the DNX. I think she might have been working on a DNX fleet, and then they came out with the Spader DNX, and I think she's got like a couple DNX fleets. But yeah, I'd like to get me a base guard going, but I'm just not there yet. You know, I got other things that I need to get done first. I've been working on my offense um, as much as possible. You know, I would love to be able to build some berserkers. Oh, okay, yeah, long break. Yeah, taking a year off will do that. It'll put you behind. Um, when you're saying 40, I'm assuming you're talking about the new 40, because I know when they did the level changes, I went from like being in the 30s to 50s, so I was never in the 40s. I think I went from like a level 36 maybe to, I don't know, 54 or something like that when they did the level changes. Yeah, my first time coining was during the first Base Invaders 1, and the Dreadnought was the prize then, and it was the first event that that more than the top player could win the prize. I wasn't going to compete for number one, so I never really competed for any main prizes before Base Invaders 1, but um, for that one you only had to be in the top 4 to receive the Dreadnought, and so I ended up being third. I was actually going to be fourth. I didn't want to coin more than I had to. I was going to be fourth, but the guy who finished first in my sector was actually ended up getting banned, and and they took the prize away, so we all got bumped up. So the person who was in fifth place was very, very happy. She ended up getting Dreadnought. That was a guy named Seven Up. I remember that. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I don't have the best memory either, so I'm not. My numbers are a little fuzzy too. Yeah, yeah. It's been a while since I've had a proper guard. Quite honestly, you know, I actually, if you look at my YouTube page, I have a string of defense videos. I think I might actually have a defense playlist. And you know, after getting my base smashed like over and over and over again, I mean, you could pretty much see when I was quit being able to defend my base from those videos. And you know, I just really stopped. I'm like, because it just wasn't showing anything. I wasn't teaching, I wasn't learning anything anymore, and so I didn't think anybody else would be learning anything other than how to smash my base. But you know, the whole point of that when I was doing that was to show people how to defend, and you know, once I couldn't defend anymore, I kind of quit doing all that. Yeah, yeah. It was a guy named Seven Up. He was in first place. He had was doing quite well, but he wasn't social. I didn't know the guy. I think he was somebody who just landed in our sector for that particular event, Seven Up, and and he got banned. I mean, he was in first place, and he turned around and he was getting banned. So I don't know what that was all about. But you know, I'm sure Kixeye had their reasons for banning him. He never came back. But I was definitely happy for the fifth place person who ended up getting bumped up to fourth and got the prize. That was pretty awesome for them. Well, folks, I think I'm going to sign off of here. I'm going to play this. This is the Battle Vortex outro, and the standard outro. I think I want to maybe work on one for just myself, but this is what I have for now. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys coming on. I'll probably start streaming it again in about an hour when the next Dredges come out. But y'all have a good one.